On May 12, 2025, the highly anticipated trial of Sean Diddy Combs officially began inside a federal courtroom in Manhattan. Once hailed as a music and business icon, Combs now stands accused of leading a criminal enterprise involving sex trafficking, racketeering, and decades of abuse. The courtroom atmosphere was tense, no showbiz flair, no introductions. The prosecution wasted no time. They opened the trial with damning footage captured by a hotel security camera in 2016. The video showed Combs violently assaulting his then-girlfriend, singer Cassie Ventura, dragging her through a hallway, beating her with a brutality that silenced the room. On May 13th, the trial's second day, Cassie Ventura herself took the stand. Now visibly pregnant, she stood firm, determined to finally speak her truth. She described in harrowing detail the decade-long relationship she endured with Combs. She painted a picture of a man who controlled every aspect of her life, from her music career to her personal choices, turning her world into a prison. Cassie's testimony revealed a side of Combs the public never saw. She spoke about the infamous freak-offs, private sex parties where she was forced to engage in sexual acts with male escorts, all while Combs watched, recorded, and used the footage to maintain control over her. These events, she said, would sometimes last for days, leaving her physically and emotionally shattered. Supporting her claims was Daniel Phillip, a male escort who testified under oath. He confirmed that he was paid to have sex with Cassie, while Combs watched and recorded the acts. Phillip also described witnessing violent episodes where Combs assaulted Cassie in front of others, reinforcing the culture of fear he created around her. Adding to the damning testimonies, Israel Flores, a former hotel security guard, recounted an incident in 2016. He testified that after witnessing Combs assault Cassie in a hotel corridor, the music mogul approached him with a large sum of cash, attempting to bribe him into silence. Flores refused, standing by his testimony despite the immense pressure. While these testimonies painted a disturbing portrait of Diddy as a predator, his defense team countered by acknowledging some elements of domestic violence, but insisted that all sexual encounters were between consenting adults. They argued that the prosecution was sensationalizing Combs' private life and that the allegations were motivated by financial greed and revenge. However, prosecutors reminded the jury that Cassie is not alone. Since her civil lawsuit and subsequent settlement, dozens of women have come forward, describing eerily similar stories of coercion, abuse, and manipulation under Combs' influence. Outside the courtroom, public reaction was split. Some supporters of Combs stood by him, while many others demanded justice, echoing calls for accountability that have long haunted the entertainment industry. The media frenzy only intensified as each testimony revealed more layers of the alleged abuse. This trial, expected to last approximately 8 weeks, is not just about Sean Combs. It's about power, about the unchecked privilege of celebrities, about how one man allegedly used his fame, fortune, and influence to silence victims and operate above the law for decades. If convicted, Sean Diddy Combs faces a mandatory minimum sentence of 15 years, with the possibility of life in prison. But beyond the courtroom, the ripple effects of this trial are already being felt throughout the music industry, exposing not just one man's actions, but an entire system that protected him. As Cassie's voice echoed through the courtroom, shaking the foundation of an empire once thought untouchable, the world was reminded. Sometimes it only takes one voice to break the silence.